Good morning, students. In this class, we'll discuss the implementation of SOP. SOP is the part of Karnaugh map. In the last class, we discussed about the Karnaugh map. So Karnaugh map basically used to simplify the Boolean function, and we know that the reason for simplifying the Boolean function is that to reduce the number of logic gates while we are designing the logic circuit. And when we reduce the number of logic gates, ultimately we can reduce the cost of the logic circuit. So the Boolean function can be expressed in two forms as we discussed in last class, that is SOP and POS, sum of product and product of sum. And the sum of product is represented with or it also known as the min term and represented by summation of m, this one. And POS is also known as the max term, is represented with pi of m. In SOP, the complement variables is represented as 0 and non-complement variables is represented as 1. The similar way POS also, the complement variable is represented as 1 and the non-complement variable is represented as 0. It is the opposite of SOP. So we will discuss why we are going to represent this complement values in form of zeros and 1 in the next couple of minutes. As per the last class, this is the implementation of SOP in KMap. So the KMap can be two variable KMap. The KMap can be three variable KMap. The KMap can be four variable KMap. And the n variable KMap depends on the number of variable used in Boolean function. So just look at this function, Boolean function. So to solve this Boolean function, we have to use the three variable KMap because this Boolean function is made with three variables, that is A, B, and C, right? So let's dive into the SOP, that is sum of product. In sum of product, we represent the complement values or complement variable in 0 and we represent the non-complement variable with 1. Okay. So let's have a function, Boolean function, that is AB plus A naught B. And to minimize this Boolean function, we have to use two variable KMap. Okay, because this Boolean function is made with two variables, that is A and B. So this is the structure of the KMap, two variable KMap, and as we know that if the variable is 2, then total number of cell in KMap will be 4. As per the last class, we know the formula. We have to implement the formula, that is 2 to the n formula, where n is the number of variable, and whatever result will come, that is the number of cell that must be available in the KMap. So we can represent this we can represent this Boolean function in terms of 0 and 1. So as it is a SOP form, so the non-complement value is represented as 1, and this B is also non-complement variable, so I can write here 1 here. And A is a complement variable, so it is represented with 0, and B is a non-complement variable represented as 1. Okay. So this function, the Boolean function, is converted into 0-1 form like this. So just see this table. In this table, we have two columns and two rows. One column is represented as 0 and another column is represented for 1. And first row is represented 0 and the second complete row is represented with 1. So at this side, this row side, I have to write A, or A will represent this row side. The similar way, B represent the column side. So it means that the B variable can be 0, the B variable can be 1. Similar way, A variable can be 1, A variable can be 0. Okay. And we know that the index of the cell is 0, 0. And the index of the cell is 0, 1 for this case. Means the row is 0 and column is 1. Okay. So for this case, row is 1 the column is 0. So this 0 1 is the index of the cell. Okay. So for this case also, the row is 1 and column is 1. Okay. So we check that, we check with this value. Okay. This is the cell, the index of the cell. If the match index of the cell is found, then we put 1 into that cell. Okay. We put 1 into the cell. So see, for this 1 1 combination, this cell is matched. The index of this cell is matched with this 1 1 combination. So I have to use here 1. The second is 0 1. So again find the position 0 1 of the cell. This is the 0 1 index. So I put 1 here. Okay. So after that, next step is to combine the adjacent cell. Okay. Combine the active adjacent cell. So see this table, this 4 cell table, the 2 cell is in active state. That means the 2 cell having 1 inside it. Okay. The remaining cell is vacant one. That means we can consider that this is the inactive state. Okay. We have to combine the active state, okay, into a single unit. So what is the procedure of combination? The procedure combination should be, we can combine 2 adjacent cell, we can combine 4 adjacent cell, we can combine 8 adjacent cell, we can combine 16 adjacent cell. So according to that, we can combine the cells. Okay. And the combination procedure should be start from the higher order to lower order. That means we have to think about the first highest combination. If the highest combination is not available, then we look into the next uh, combination. Okay. Adjacent cell. Again, the next rule says that when we are combining, so okay, which cell should be combined? This adjacent cell should be combined, but the adjacent cell should not be in diagonal fashion, or the adjacent cell cannot be considered the diagonally. We cannot combine the adjacent cell diagonally. Okay. So suppose I have a number here 1, so I cannot combine these two. This is the wrong procedure. The KMAP is not allow this condition. Okay. We cannot combine this diagonally, right? So that means we can combine, we can combine these two cell. So it is not a diagonal. That means the combination is possible at the rectangular fashion or a square fashion. Okay. So see what is the result here, how we are finding the result for this combination. For this one, what is the cell number? That cell number is 0 1. Okay. For this one, the cell number is 1 1. Clear? Okay. So we are just taking as this combination is a single unit, so that we are considering the cell number 0 1 and 1 1 into a single one. Then just look at this cell, each bit of the cell, index number of the cell, that is 0 and 1. Here it is not constant, the value is changing from 0 to 1 for this both 1. Okay. But for this 1 and 1, this is constant, this value is constant. That means this 1 is remain 1 for this value, and this value is remain same with the same value. So that means our answer is this one. Okay. The constant value we are taking the answer. And what is the representation of the 1 here? The representation of 1 is B. Okay. So this combination's answer will be B. So now when this is our Boolean function. Initially we have the Boolean function, this one. When we simplify the Boolean function using KMAP, we are getting the result this one, B. Okay. So this is the procedure of KMAP to reducing the Boolean function. Then another method is, as we discussed in last I think 1 or 2 classes, in last class, that is Boolean algebra. When we apply the Boolean algebra method here, we are getting this B. The simplification version of this Boolean function is B. Okay. we can have another function like this. Boolean function is like this: ab plus a naught b plus a naught b naught. So it is also a two variable k-map. We have to use the two variable k-map because this function is constructed with two variable, that is a and b. Okay, so for that we have to do four individual cells, adjacent cells, that must be combined. Okay, so as we discuss from this example, this side is represented as a and this one is represented as b. Okay, again we have to convert this equation boolean function into 0 1 form so that it becomes 1 1, because both are complement variable. So complement variable is represented as 1 in SOP especially, that is sum of product, and it is a non-complement variable, that is 0, and b is complement variable, that is sorry, non-complement variable, that is 1, and it is a non-complement variable 0 and 0. Okay, so just check at this index value. This index value is 0 0, row 0, column 0. For this case, row 0, column 1. For this case, row 1, column 0. So its value is 1 0. This one is 1 1. Okay, so we have to check that which cell index should be matched with these values. Okay, first this one 1 1. So 1 1 is matched this one, row 1, column 1. So I have put 1 here. Okay, so next is 0 1, that is 0 and 1, row 0, column 1. This cell match with this cell, I put 1 into that cell location inside the cell. This 0 0, I have to find out the cell number 0 0 here, 0 rows and 0 columns, so I put here 1 here. Okay, then our next job is to combine. So again we follow these rules, the combination procedure. The combination should be two adjacent cells become combined with each other. 4, 8, 16 adjacent cells should be combined with each other. Okay, and the combination should not be in diagonal fashion. The combination of cell should be in rectangular as well as rectangular or square. Okay, so here I can combine these two cells into a single one. The similar way I can also combine this two cell into a single one, because the two combination. Okay, again one important thing is that we should not skip the active cell. Okay, we have to try to combine the active cell with its adjacent active cell, right? We cannot skip. Okay, so for this case these two cell are active state, so and these two are in adjacent, so we can combine these two. The similar way, this one is in active state, this cell is in active state, these two are in adjacent with each other, so that we can combine these two. We cannot skip this one. Okay, sometimes a question may arise that if we combine these two, then whether this one will be combined with this or not. We can combine. Okay, we cannot skip, right? So for this combination we are getting the result b from this example. Okay, our result will be b, and for this combination, see, for this one, what is the value of a? The value of a is 0 and the value of b is 0. For this one, what is the value of a? Value of a is 0 but b is 1. So here, this case, this b value is changing. Okay, the b value is changing, so we are getting the a value. So a is 0, so 0 is represent complement value, so it is, the answer is a naught. Okay, the answer is a naught. So my final answer will be a naught plus b. This is my final answer. Okay, this is very simple. So if I simplify this Boolean expression with k-map, then I am getting the result this one. So again, if I implement the Boolean algebra method to simplify this equation or this Boolean function, again I will get the same result. Okay, this is the procedure of K-map to reducing the two variable K-map. Okay, so okay, so we can have a function like this, a plus a naught b. So here the confusion is that how many variable is used to construct this function, because for this combination or for this sequence we have only one variable, but for this sequence we have only two variable, that's a naught and b. Actually this function is not a standard form. Okay, standard form, that means every sequence should be use the same variable. Okay, so we have to make it a standard form. Clear? So what is the procedure of making the standard form? This is very easy, just applying some Boolean rules. So this is the rules. Here we have to find out the missing variables. Okay, the missing variable is b. We can use this b plus b naught and multiply with a. This is possible because we know that b plus b naught is 1 as per the Boolean law. Okay, so after that we will get the result. That this result a multiply with b, that is ab, then a multiply with b naught, that is ab naught, plus ab a naught b. So now this Boolean function is in standard form. Okay, that means every sequence have the same number of variables. Okay. After that we can implement the we can implement inside the K-map. Okay, just remember, if the Boolean function is not in the standard form, we have to make it a standard form. Then only we can implement the inside the K-map. Okay, so again, it is a two variable K-map. So we need four individual cells, four different cells, and four different cells. The row side is represented as A, and column side is represented as B, as already we have discussed. Okay, then we have to use we have to convert this 1 1 AB to 0 1 form. So both are non-complement variables, so that it is 1 and 1. For this case, it is 1 and 0. Okay, for this case it is 0 and 1. Again I have to find the match cell with this number and put 1 into that cell, that is 1 here, 1 0 is 1 here, 0 1 is 1 here. Then again we can combine these two cells, because both these two cells are adjacent and these two cells are adjacent, we can combine. Okay, the combination, the minimum combination is 2 here. Two cell can be combined with each other. There is no question about the 4 cell. Okay, so for this case we know that the result is B, as it is represent B here and it is represent A here. Okay, so for this case we are having the result A, only A. Okay, because in both case one is constant, both one. For this one a one is constant, for this value one is constant, but this value is changing 0 to 1, it changes 0 to 1, but this is not changing. So here one is not changing and one is represented to A, that is the non-complement value, that is A here. But this case is different, that is 0, so it is a complement form. So our result will be A plus B. Okay, when you use mathematical Boolean mathematics or Boolean algebraic method, we are getting the result A plus B to simplify this expression. Okay, we have this expression and we implement the K-map, we are getting the result this one. Okay, and you have to do a lot of practice, otherwise you cannot master on this particular topic. Okay, you have to practice more and more, and if you have any doubt, then you ping me on my WhatsApp number, so that I make you comfortable on this particular topic. Okay, we have a function like this, a b c plus a naught b c plus a naught b naught c. So this is a three variable. Okay, this function is made with three variable, that is a b c. So we have to implement the three variable K-map. Okay, and the three variable K-map structure is like this. So the K-map having 8 cells as per the rule 2 to the n. Okay, here n is the n, n is the 3. So 2 to the 3 equals to 8. So we have to make a 8 cell table. Okay. The one side is represented as BC, another side is represented as A. Okay. So this is represented as A. This row side is one is 0, another is 1, and column side is represented with BC because it takes two values. Okay. So this is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. And this is called gray code. I have already discussed in the last class. Okay. Why we are using the gray code, we will see. So this B is represented 0, this C is represented 0, for this B is represented 0, and C is represented as 1, like this. Okay. We have four columns and two values. Again, we have to make this Boolean function into the 0, 1 form. Okay. So just simply apply the same rule. Here the A, B, C are non-complement variables, so I have to use 1, 1, and 1. For this case, it is the complement value, that is 0, 1, 1, and for this case 0, 0, and 1. Okay. After conversion of this Boolean function to 0, 1 form, then we have to check the cell numbers. Okay. The cell number should be first starting with the column row value, then after the column value. The row value is 0, the column value is 0, 0. So we have to put is 0, 0 here, right? And for this case, we have row value is 0, column value is 0, 1. Okay, 0, 1. The similar way, this one is 0, 1, 1. Okay, we have to use is 0, 1, 1. So for this case, 0, 1, 0. So as I said in the last class, that index of the cell can be converted into decimal value. When we convert the decimal value, this cell is represented 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, don't get confused. Just simply convert into decimal values. Okay, so this is 0, sorry, 1, 0, 0. So this value is 1, okay, 0, 1, and this one is 1, 1, and 1. This value is row 1, column is 1, 0. After that, we have to check that which cell number is matched with this 0, 1 form of this equation. The first is 1, 1, 1. We have to find out the 1, 1 location and put 1 there. That means this cell is an active state. After that, we again check that 0, 1, 1. So 0, 1, 1, this one. That means the two cells in active state. Other is 1, 0, 0, 1. So 0, 0, 1, row 0, column, that means A0, A0, B0, C1, A0, B0, C1, this one. So I have to put one here. The remaining are in active state. These three are in active state. Okay. The next step is that we have to combine the adjacent cell, and the combination procedure starts with 2, 4, 8, 16. But the combination should be started with the highest number onwards. Okay. But here the highest number is 2 only. We cannot form the 4 variables, 4 adjacent. We cannot combine the 4 adjacent cell into a single unit because here no one, this cell is not in active state. Okay. So these two can be combined because these two are adjacent and it is not in diagonal. And the next one is this one. We can combine these two. Okay. For this combination, we are getting that this value is changing for this active place or for this active place. This value is changing, row is changing, but the column is constant. See, this this column is constant, that is 1, 1. So 1, 1 is represent B and C. Okay, clear? And for this case, see here, row is same, row is not changing, but column value is changing. But column value, some column value is constant. See, for this case 0, for this one this is 0, but for this one this becomes 1. Okay, but for the second case, so this one I am talking about, this one, for this one it is 1, and for this one also it is 1. That means this 1 is constant. So what values are constant here? A and B. So here, sorry, this 0 and 1. So 0 is represent for a naught, that is a naught, and the constant value is c. So our answer will be a naught c plus bc. This is our answer. So again, can we further simplify it? See, we can take the common of this c value from this two sequence. Okay, so there will not any benefit because c multiply with a naught plus b, so it is same. There is no, it cannot be simplified further. Okay, so see, why I am taking a naught c and bc. See, this cell is formed with a combination of three variables, that is a, b and c. Okay, so any one of the variable is mass constant, even constant, we will take this one, so that my result is this. Okay, so this is the Boolean function. We simplify the Boolean function is this one by using the three variable KMF. And why it is three variable KMF? Because this Boolean function is made with three variables. Okay, so we can have a function like this: a naught b naught c naught plus a naught bc plus this one. You try to solve this one. Okay, this is the I mean each cell table, because it is a three variable schema. This side is represented as bc, this side is represented a. You have to convert this Boolean function into 0 1 form, so that it becomes 0 0 0, then 0 1 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 1 0. Just I'm writing, try to solve this one. Okay, 0 0 and 0, then 0 1 and 1 1 0 0, and this is, sorry, this becomes okay, this becomes 1 1 and 0. Okay, so next step is to find the matched cell values and put 1 there, and after that you have to combine the adjacent cell, and you know the form way to combine the adjacent cell, that is 2 cell can be combined, 4 cell can be combined, 8 cell can be combined. A combination should be start with the first highest number, or we are giving the first the highest combination should be privileged first. Okay, so you try it. And we can have also 4 variable k-map if the function, if the Boolean function having a 4 variable, that is a b c d. Okay, that means we have to construct a k-map that is the 4 variable k-map, and in 4 variable k-map we have 16 individual cell. Okay, 16 individual cell. Again we have to find out that cell. Suppose for example, say uh, just convert this uh, Boolean function is 0 1 form. So this value is 1 1 here. A, B, C, D is 1. All are non-complement variable. So this is 0 0 0 0. Okay. This value is 0 0 0 and 0. And for this case 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0, and 1 0 0 0 triple 0 1 triple 0 0 0 0, then 1 0 1 0. Okay, 1 0 1 0, and this one is 0 and 1 1 and 1. Okay, so this side, this is the row side, This is the column side. Again, row side having 4 rows, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, and sorry, 1, 0. So this is called gray code. This row side also apply the gray code. Okay. This column is also applied with the gray code. The row side is represented with AB, the combination of both AB, and the column side is represented with CD. CD. So we can find out 0, 0, the index of the cell. That means row 0, column 0. So row 0, 0, column 0, 0. That means it is a 4 bit. The cell should be 4 bit. 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. So according to that, you have to fill everything. Okay. So we have to find out that the match cell with uh, this value. So first is 1, 1, 4. 4 ones means row 1, 1. Then we have to check that this one 1, 1. This location we have to put 1 here. Okay. So 0, 0, 0, 0. This one 0, 0, 0, 0. This one. Then 0, 0, 1, 0. So 0, 0, 1, 0. This corner. Okay. So 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, this one, because 1, 0, then 0, 0. Okay, this one. Then 1, 0, 1, 0. So 1, 0, then 1, 0, this location. 0, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. So this location. Okay. So here, see, next step is to combine. Next step is to combine. Okay, combine the adjacent cell. So it is very easy. We can find out this combination. Okay, this combination can be used here. And next one is this one and this one and this one and this one. See, these are the kernel cell, and the kernel cell can be folded. Okay, the kernel cell can be folded. We can fold the kernel cell. So we can fold like this one and this one. So it becomes two adjacent cell. So here also we can fold it, this two in two adjacent cell. Okay, but we can fold it in four adjacent cell. Okay, we can fold it like this. Right, we can fold it like this. So that means four adjacent cell can be combined. Okay, so we can also combine the two adjacent cell, but as per the rule, the combination of the cells should be started with the highest number. Okay, we have to give the first preference to the highest number. Okay, this is the first thing. So just try to solve it for this one. Okay, for this one I'm writing here 1. What is the value of AB? AB value is 0, 0. What is the value of CD? CD value is also 0, 0. I'll make it a simple one. Okay. So for this one, what is the value of AB? Again 0, 0. What is the value of CD? That is 1, 0. Right. For this one, that is 1, 0 and 0, 0. See, a very interesting thing is happening here. We are trying to find out the common value among the four individual cells. Okay. So this one is 1, 0 and the above is also 1, 0. Are you getting it? Okay. So this value is represent this one, this is represent this one, and this is represent this one, and it is represent to this one. Okay. So find just common values. So what are the common values? See, the common value is this one and this one only, and the remaining values are not a common values. Values are changing, right? So this value is represent B naught because these two column are AB. Okay, then CD, then it is the D naught. So when we combine the four corner cell into a single one, we are getting B naught dot D naught. So here I'm writing the answer here, B naught dot D naught. Okay. Then this one. Next, our combination is this one. So for this combination, for this one, AB value is 0, 1 and CD value is 1. For this one, AB value is 1, 1 and this CD value is 1, 1. That means CD value is not changing, but the changes of here, the changes is happening here, this side. So this 0 becomes 1, but this 1 becomes 1. That means B is not changing. So our value will be B, C, D. Okay. So final answer will be B naught D naught plus B, C, D. So that means when we simplify this Boolean expression or Boolean function by using K-map, we are getting the simplified version of this equation is this one. So see, when we design a logic circuit for this Boolean function, how many logic devices or logic circuits are used? A lot of logic gates are used. Okay. So if I design a logic circuit for this equation, as compared to this one, less number of logic gates are used here. And the functionality of these two Boolean function is same. Okay. So, so this is another form of SOP in min terms. Okay, as I said, SOP is also known as the min term. It is represented with summation of m. So the equation can be written like this: summation of 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 6, and 7. Okay, so it is a three variable K-map. Okay, three variables are used inside this function. How to find it? So just check the last highest number of these values. Okay, the highest value is 7. Okay, and check that whether 2 to the n. Okay, just wait. 2 to the, okay, the last number is 7 and 7 is less than to 8. Okay, this is not greater than 8. Okay, less than 8. So 8 is nothing but 8 is the three variable command, or it is the three variable cell, that is 2 to the n, that is n equals to 3. So 2 to the 3 equals to 8. So that means it must be a three variable command. Okay. So as I said, this side is represent BC and this side is represent A. Okay, and these values are the index value. Okay, this is the decimal form of the index value. Okay, so it is easy than the last examples. So this the index value is 0. This index value is 1. This index value is 2. This index value is 3. This index value is 4. Okay, this index value is 5. This index value is 6. And this index value is 7. So just match that index value and put 1 into that cell. Okay, it is very easy. So here 1, I put 1 here. The next is 2, put 1 here. Then 3, 4, 6, and 7. Okay. So now our next step is to combine. Okay. So see, this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, these all are adjacent to each other, right? But this is not adjacent. This adjacent is possible by just folding these two kernel cell. Okay, if we fold these two kernel cell, we are getting this one. This represents as A, this is BC. And now our combination is 4 cell, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can combine this 4 cell into a single one. Instead of taking 2 cell, we can combine this 4 cell into a single one. then we can combine the two cell here. The two cell can be combined. So we are just following the rules. The first rule is that try to combine the highest number of cell, adjacent cell. Okay, so here the highest number of adjacent cell is 4, so we combine this adjacent 4 adjacent cell. This is a 2 adjacent cell, and this 2 adjacent cell at the corner when we fold it. Okay, just to find out the answer for this combination. For this combination, this a value is changing. We are not discussing about the a value because a value is constantly changing throughout this 4 active cell. Okay, just look at this column value. The column value, this one is remain constant. This one, talking about this one is remain constant, but this second value is changing. So this one is represent B. So my answer will be B. And for this combination of cell, A value is constant for this two case, but this B value is changing. B value is first is 0, the second time it is becomes 1. That means C is constant, 1 and 1. So my answer will be A naught C, because this is 0. A naught C. And for this corner side, A value is not changing. A value is constant. So write just A. Then C value is not constant here. B value is changing. That is 0 and becomes 1. But C is 0 and 0. And 0 is represent complement form. That means C naught. Okay. So this answer will be B plus AC naught plus A naught C. This is my answer. So the Boolean function can be given in the min terms also. Okay. So we can solve this type of Boolean function by using K-map. Okay. So we can also have this is the 4 variable K-map because the highest number is 15 and it is less than 16. 2 to the 4 equals to 16. So it is a 4 variable K-map. We have to construct the 4 variable K-map here. Just simply putting these values or just taking the cell numbers and put 1 2 into the active cell. Okay, so this 2, so this place is 2. Okay, this place is 2, then 3, this one is 3, then 4 5, this one is 5, then 5 6, this one is 6, this one is 8. Okay, 8 9 10. Okay, then 11 then 12 13 14 and 15. Okay, so try to do the combination. What are the combinations you are getting from this table, K-map table, and solve that one. If you have any doubt, then ping me. Just I'm making the combination here. You have to find the combination value. Okay, so I can combine these two cell. No, I can fold these two cell. Okay, the two cell can be adjacent to each other. Okay, two cell can be adjacent to each other. I can fold these two cell. Right? Okay, and any fold is not possible. Okay, then either I can combine these two adjacent cell or these two adjacent cell. Okay, you just do it by yourself so that you get more practice on it. Okay, so I have some questions. I have given some questions here. Try to solve these questions by yourself. Okay, in your home, so that you can be comfortable with this topic. So thank you so much for watching this video. So try to learn it quickly. Thank you so much.